Today we have a Citroen Space Tourer and Opel Combo with a 1.5 DV5 engine. The engine can be found in various vehicles such as Peugeot, Citroen, DS, Opel, Toyota and some Ford models. The issue with both cars we'll look at in today's video is that the engine cranks but does not start. Sometimes the engine cranks as if no compression, otherwise as usual. Here are some samples of the engine sound while cranking. Upon inspecting the DTCs, we found multiple error codes, as shown in the picture. Some of them were misleading and should therefore be ignored. Those DTCs usually come together, but not always. So P050B 92 and P17ED 94 lead to the P0017 92 starting monitoring. All vehicles with those error codes require step-by-step diagnosis, because you never know what to expect. The procedure says to check the camshaft and crankshaft sensors, including their wiring and connectors. The next step is to check the timing belt setting and its tension. If you haven't found the issue, then it's time to remove the camshafts, including their housing, and inspect the chain. As an example, I will present two vehicles that were recently diagnosed with the same DTCs but slightly different outcomes. So here is the first example. Camshafts and the housing are removed. Apparently the timing chain has snapped. There were scattered all around the head engine bits and pieces of the timing chain tensioner and other metal parts from the rocker arm. Here we have two valves that are significantly lower than the remaining ones, indicating a collision between the piston and the valves. Consequently, the valves are stuck because they are bent, and there may already be damage to the head engine, including the piston or pistons. Hydraulic valve adjusters are good. Nevertheless, the impacted ones should be replaced, including the rocker arms. Here we have our camshafts and housing. One of the rocker arms got stuck in the camshaft and it sits quite firmly. There is also something missing. That's the roller bearing. It must have been subjected to tremendous force to cause such damage. Here we have a corrosion on the camshaft lobe. It has most likely been standing for some time before it was delivered to the workshop for issue identification. We use something similar to a precision straight edge to check how low the valves are. And as you can see, they are more than 5 mm lower. You can also check if any movement is possible by pressing them with a wooden piece, using both hands to apply sufficient force. The piston should be in a lower position than the top dead center to check the valve's movement. When checked off the camera, I wasn't able to press in those two affected, unlike the others. Here are our control arm, needle bearing and outer shell blown to pieces. The outcome of the first example was the replacement of the engine, due to too high estimated cost of repairing the old one. The mileage of the first car is 120,000 kilometers, while the second one has only 40,000. The fault codes in this case were only P0017 92, P050B 92. We performed the same checks as on the first vehicle. In this case, the camshafts and housing were removed and we found the timing chain link had separated, resulting in misalignment of the camshafts. In this case, the solution was to replace the camshaft kit, including its housing. In the new camshaft kit, the only improvement was the increased thickness of the chain from 7 mm to 8 to achieve greater durability.